Marc Marquez crowned world champion Moto 2017, Pedrosa won a dramatic race. Drama, records, saves, crashes and tension characterize a history-making day at Valencia as Pedrosa wins the race and Marquez the title. In a stunningly dramatic and tense final showdown at Valencia, Marc Marquez, Repsol Honda Team, took his 6th world title and 4th MotoGP trademark world championship despite a huge front-end moment into turn 1 and a run off track, coming home 3rd in the race to defend his crown. Title rival Andrea Dovizioso, Ducati Team, similarly suffered a run-off from P4, but the Italian was unable to save it and sadly crashed out of contention in the race and championship. At the front, the race was a duel to the line between Repsol Honda Team's Dani Pedrosa and Movistar Yamaha Tech 3's Johan Zarco, with the race decided in favor of the Spaniard on final lap as Pedrosa pounced and defended to perfection for his 2nd victory of the year. Marquez got the whole shot from pole, with teammate Pedrosa slicing through from the 2nd row to take over in 2nd, and Zarco pushed down to 3rd. Dovizioso made a good start to move up to 6th, then passed Andrea Iannone, Team Suzuki Xter, and glued to the back of the 2nd Ducati of Jorge Lorenzo. Early on, Zarco took over in the lead, with Marquez seeing him coming and slotting into 2nd. Pedrosa remained in 3rd, with the 2 Ducati machines glued together around a 2nd behind and the tense tick of the clock counting down. After a Zarco error, a Marquez pass and then the Frenchman hitting back, laps ticked down before Marquez struck for the lead, and ran wide. Sliding on his knee for a stunning save into turn 1, the reigning champion headed for the gravel, but managed to rejoin, yet behind Dovizioso. Lorenzo then bolted to chase down Pedrosa and Zarco ahead, before the Ducati team rider went down suddenly, and just as suddenly, the dream was over for his teammate. A run off into the gravel that couldn't be saved saw Dovizioso's title hopes disappear after a nevertheless stunning season to take the runner-up spot. Dani Pedrosa vs Johan Zarco was then the duel for the win, with Pedrosa initially attacking at the final corner but the Frenchman able to hit back. As the last lap dawned, the Spaniard tucked in and then pounced into turn 1, managing to hold off Zarco around the tight circuit Ricardo Tormo circuit to take his 2nd victory of the season. Marquez, back into the podium places after the falls ahead, kept his calm to the end to take 3rd and the title, making him the youngest ever 6-time world champion and the youngest to take 4 Premier Class championships. Alex Rins, Team Suzuki Xter, put in an impressive rookie ride into 4th, ahead of Valentino Rossi, Movistar Yamaha MotoGP, after a more difficult race for the Doctor. Iannone dropped back slightly after a run-off at turn 1 to take 6th, ahead of a great final race with EG0,0 Mark BDS for Jack Miller in P7. Cal Crutchlow, LCR Honda, moved up after crashing out in Q1 and qualifying outside the top 10 to cross the line in P8, with Michel Pirot, Ducati Team, putting in another solid wild-card appearance to come home in 9. Tito Rabat, EG0,0 Mark BDS, also impressed, locking out the top 10. Bradley Smith, Red Bull KTM Factory Racing, rounded out the Austrian factory's first season in the Premier Class in P11, and it was a tough weekend and final race of 2017 for 3rd placed in the Championship Maverick Viñales, Movistar Yamaha MotoGP, as the Spaniard came home in P12. Danilo Petrucci, Octo Pramac Racing, Karel Abraham, Pull&Bear Aspar Team, and Hector Barbera, Reale Avintia Racing, completed the points in the final showdown, with the dust settling around the dramatic final race as the flag flew. That's a wrap on a stunning season to savor, with 2017 having provided some of the most incredible racing ever seen. Marquez retains the crown, and Dovizioso fought to the end, and on Tuesday, the clock resets once again. #2018 starts now.